What's up? What's going on? Y'all ready to start? Sure, we are. It's really fun to be back on the field. You can see that the work that we did in the off season paid off. We had a nice clean day today to get started. Guys knew their stuff, and we were able to just go with the installation and make a lot of progress in the first day. There's so many names and people and all that. You guys ask about who you want to ask about, but it's a big op to finally get going. I'm really thrilled about the energy that these guys have brought. The coaches did a really good job to get us to this point, so we're off and flying, and away we go. Every one of these days are huge. Every one of the preseason games are huge. We're going to need all of the time to make the competitions come to light, and so we can see who's who and who can take spots, and if guys can hold their spots and all that. So. It's the theme is about the competition, and we'll see what it takes us to. And really excited about how fast we are. It's a very, very fast team. I don't know if we've been faster, and we'll see if we can make that be obvious in how we use it in all different aspects.
See out of the quarterbacks on day one.
Really solid. Solid. This first chance they had to see anybody rush them. So they got moved a little bit, which was great. I saw a couple good scrambles and saw us move and run a little bit. Just starts to make it real. And 7-on-7 evaluations. That's a whole different ball game. That's just playing catch. So it was better look today, and we'll just start adding up the days.
What's the latest on DK contract situation?
We're working, and I don't have any update for you. So, but we're working.
Is it a foot, or is he making a statement on practice?
Is it a foot?
Foot? Still
No,
recovering from that?
it isn't. He passed his physical. He's fine.
You sounded pretty optimistic when we left in June that the deal would be done ahead of camp. Were you surprised?
We're hoping so. We're hoping so. We shot for it, but we're right there now. And there's a lot of work being done, right now.
How soon do you expect something to get done?
I got no updates for you.
Just the energy on this first day. Obviously, we've talked about minicamp with you. Just a lot of new faces, a lot of new looks. What was it like this first day of training?
Yeah, well, there always is on this day. This first day, because you see all the pups for the first time, and you start developing the impressions that they can make. We made a big deal that this is their first chance to make that first impression, and so I'm anxious to get up to see the film, see what it looks like. But there's really obvious competitive opportunities. The tackles are going to be really exciting to see. The corners are going to be exciting to see. The rushers are going to be exciting. The edge rushers, So I was really excited to see the safeties. To see both our guys out here. As good a pair of safeties as you can find, and they'll be a big part of the scheme as always. And anxious to see how they grow and how they help others around them too. Jordan Brooks was on fire again. He's just a fantastic looking football player. Jumped off the screen, without even seeing it. So, yeah.
Like Rashad was running really well.
Rashad's in great shape. This is in 237 he weighed, just cut and sharp and fast and excited because he's had such a great off season. He looked terrific. He couldn't wait to get out here and just run. He really wanted to just show us that he could go, and he looked just like he did when we finished up at the end. So that was really fun to see that.
Is that where you want him at, 237?
I want him as fast and strong, wherever that weight is. As fast and strong, and he's in his conditioning. I think his body makeup. We'll see. I don't have all those numbers yet, but his body makeup's going to be really on the best side that it's been ever. I think this is the best condition that he's ever been, and I know he's going to be flying. So the numbers don't matter. It's just really kind of the makeup is what's really important.
How difficult was that to go through with Chris Carson and the decision?
Yeah, it was a shame, for the whole offseason, and we were talking to Chris the whole time, and and we were all trying to keep a really good thought that it was going to, maybe come through and change it. And each one of the marker days, that we took note, it didn't change, and he didn't get better. And so the last time that we hit it was probably about a month ago, and he hadn't made any progress then, so he's had some time to process this, that it's coming. So he worked like crazy to do it. He was going for it the whole way, and but as he said yesterday, I've had time to deal with it, and I'm okay about it now. And so he's moving ahead.
Was it still an issue with the range of motion, or what were you not seeing out of it?
Yeah, range of motion caused the discomfort, and so he just couldn't quite get over it.
When you said that, was that yesterday? He was here yesterday? Or
I talked to him yesterday.
Going back to the tackles, what did you see in terms of the speed and how
Well, I can't tell you yet. I got to look at the film. I can't tell you yet. But I know in their drills, those guys, the two new guys, move really well, and they're very fluid. They both were like 327, 328 or something like that. They're huge, you know, and to have that kind of athleticism. Now I would say this too: they did trim down to run for the combine because they probably both put on 15 something pounds, you know, since. But they're ready for the season. But their movement is not the issue. These guys can go.
Pete, with Carson, 27 years old, what's that speak to the position in the NFL, the running back position?
It's a difficult position to maintain your health. It's just the durability is a huge issue and a huge question. And when the great players that we know, because they had a knack for staying healthy. They had a knack of playing through it and getting right and staying right. It's just a very volatile position, and I mean this is just another illustration of it. I love the way Chris Carson played. I mean, I loved his style, his aggressiveness, his creativity, his all-around athleticism. I loved him on our team. I mean, it breaks my heart to not have him again, particularly how we're going about it. We would love to have had him, but so. I'm glad I had some time to work with him, and we talked all throughout this offseason to make sure that we stayed in touch and all. But we'll miss him.
How much did ultimately his style hurt him and shorten his career?
No, I don't know about that. I don't think that. There's a lot of guys that run hard and run tough, and his style may have had to do with some other guys being hurt too on the other side.
Sean was obviously spectacular at the end of the game. He's the number one guy right now. What do you guys expect from him?
I just want to see him just get through one day at a time. Take one day at a time and keep looking like he looked today, and just keep building. And with long haul thinking, we'll gauge his work with long haul thinking. We're really, we're fired up about Kem being here too now. He's got legitimate quicks, and his burst and speed, which is that's documented. You can see it, and he's got good feel. It's going to be a fantastic opportunity for us to see those guys play. It takes more than one, and Homer had a nice season for us last year as well, so he'll be in the mix too. So it's a good position group for us.
What was that like signing KJ back for just a day?
Yeah, it was. The family came by today to kind of make it the ceremony kind of it, and it was real emotional. It really was. It was emotional for all of us, and it was a big deal for KJ to finally put his name on the dotted line there for the last time. And there was a moment there where we're looking at 11 seasons and 230 games and all the years that he played, and he was just trying to suck it up and absorb it and see what and he just got emotional about it, like you think he should and would. He's a fantastic kid, and been a remarkable leader and performer and all that, but he's above all of that, he's a remarkable person, and I hope that we can always keep him close to the program, and I'm really glad that he's in the area and living here, and we have a bunch of guys that do live here, and I'm glad that he's kind of still in the fraternity of it all. So I hope we'll be able to do more work with KJ in the future.
Coach Jordan Brooks, Coach, going back to him, what's the learning curve, not only for him being in the middle, but the new look you guys are kind of implementing on defense, and him having played all those positions, that's got to help?
Yeah, we're doing a lot of stuff like we've done. So it's not a big transition for him, and he needs these years to put behind him for experiences and all of that. He's an incredible football player. His explosiveness, his speed, his toughness, his natural athleticism. He's a heck of a football player, and he's just there's no ceiling to his game. He's as good as a guy can be. And that just takes time, and so that's what he's logging right now. He's logging those those understandings of how to get an edge and how to take advantage of it and use all of those marvelous talents that he has. There's no learning curve now. I mean, he's just adding to it. He's ready to go right now.
How do you feel Jamal's at coming into camp? He's got the fingers fixed now, the shoulders back as well.
Yeah, he's
feel
really
like a renewed sense of
He's really pumped about it. He feels great. He had a really profitable off season. He's really raring to go. I mean, his mind is in a great spot. To come back with Quandre back there and those two guys really solidifying what we're all about back there and take the leadership that for our club. He's really excited about it. He's ready for the moment, and so let's just put together a good day after day after day and build on it and make sure that he has a great camp. And same with Quandre and the rest of the fellas. But I know he really wants that to happen. He's really excited about being here and being on point throughout.
How do you feel about
the rest of the wide receiver group with DK not out there?
We're fast. We're fast now, and getting Marquise over there is an obvious help to us. He's really a smart kid. He's great in the classroom, great with the younger guys, and he can fly. He runs like crazy, you know, and he has experience with Sanjay, so they've got a good mentality between them. He's been a real accent now. Tyler had his best offseason he's had. He'll tell you when you ask him. He had a great offseason, had a great summer these last 6 weeks, and he's really raring to go. To see what D. Eskridge can do is a big deal, you know, and we'll see how he adds to it. Freddie's really solid. It's a good position group, and so I'm anxious to see these guys battle. We're not hurting for anybody that can make a play or that can run, and so the competition is really going to be exciting to see how it winds down.
Is Dio okay right now? D. Eskridge or?
He was just a little bit tight in his hamstrings today, so we just want to make sure that we didn't do too much too soon.
So the helmets that the linemen are wearing this year?
Yeah, it's a league-mandated equipment adjustment. You know, it's a 3-week. We're involved with like a 3-week experiment, is what I understand. They look. I don't know how to describe them. You're wearing an umbrella. You're wearing a pillow. I don't know. Yeah, but there's no question that they should help. You know, both sides of the ball using those things. They're taking 3 weeks of hits off these guys is really what's happening, and hopefully because always the head issues are accumulative, and so we just got to get used to it. It's hard right now.
You do that all season? Were those all season in practice?
I don't know that. We're going to take in all the information and follow the science there.
Brown close to coming back?
He's close, yeah. He's not ready today, and so I don't know what to tell you, but it's not going to be a long haul. You know, he's running and he's working hard, so he's really encouraged that he can make it back soon. So we think that should happen.
What happened with Ben Burkervin?
Ben had surgery, and he had nerve surgery, and it takes a long time for it to recover. He had some remarkable, attempt at fixing, his injury, and he's had a great comeback to it, but it still wasn't quite right and wasn't going to go where it needed to go. So I thought this was the best thing. He went for it, and it's just going to take a while.
First time for you in 10 plus years that you've been involved in quarterback battle.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that I wore a hat at practice.
That too. Sure, if you want to answer that as well.
That was a promise. I promised I would. I'm sorry. Go back to your question.
Yeah, this is the first time for you in 10 plus years to be involved in a quarterback battle. So just what's that like for you?
You know, it's you guys forget that I coached in college for quite a while, and guys graduated all the time. Heisman Trophy winners graduated, and you went to the next guy, and I didn't. You always miss when the guys leave, but you can see it, and so you start planning for it, and you work, and you can find success. Whether it's Carson Palmer or Matt Leinart or John David Booty or Mark Sanchez, all those guys that played for us that won all those games. So. I'm taking it in stride, but I'm real determined to make it work. And there's a lot of developing of the players, and giving them the background they need and the substance they need to be able to play like they're capable. This is a hard freaking position to play. It's so demanding. And fortunately, we got guys that are talented. Gino, we've known that for years that he was talented. He was playing behind Russ. When he had his chance last year to get going, he'd been on ice for quite a while. He did some great things, and we can see it. So we saw it through the offseason as well. Drew had a very, very good offseason with us. He's just behind in the learning, and so he's catching up. But he's a really talented football player. They're not exactly the same, but they're both big guys that can throw and run. So just gotta have to wait and see what happens. And Easton did some good stuff today too, and he did all through the offseason. So all these guys can chuck the football. We can use the whole field. We're going to bomb it, and we're going to do all of those things we love doing, and we'll just see how the competition plays itself out. But Gino's in the lead right now, and he's ahead, and so he ain't looking back, and he's going for it. And Drew's not going to take a back seat, so something's going to happen, and Jake will be there if we need him. So it's going to be exciting to see.
How long can you let the battle play out here before you need to settle on a guy? Can you get through all 3 season games? Like what's the time?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you need to get Drew work with?
I'm not, you will not nail me on that. What's that?
Do you need to get Drew work with the first team offense though?
We got to do everything. We got to make the competition, show itself. And so you'll see. you'll see how that goes.
It hasn't been unusual for rookies to start at corner here in Seattle. What do you need to see from Kobe and Tariq out there? What's most important for them to be doing?
I'm excited about these two guys now. They're totally different football players. They're not even anywhere they're just on different ends of the spectrum in how they play and their style and all that. The creativity and the playmaking ability that Kobe brings, is obvious. And he's got incredible hands and playmaking ability on the ball. You can already see that. We've not had a guy any more physically able than Tariq. And he's long, tall, and really fast, and he's a natural mover, and he's smart. He gets it, and so we'll just see what happens, And the best thing about that, it's competition. And those guys are both started with the twos today. We want to give them a lot of chances, make sure that we see those guys, and we gather a lot of good information against the best guys we can put them against, and see what happens. I'm not worried about how old the guy is. I never have. And it just depends on how far he comes, and so. Like other positions, we got to see the looks. They got to get the opportunities. We got to see how they handle stuff, how they bounce back, how they handle it. There's a million things that we got to take, and so there's no rush in making this decision at all. It's just we have to do a nice job of repping them and making sure that they get the good looks and all.
Back to KJ for a second. I mean, he's one of the guys that was here in 11 before you guys took off the following year. Does he hold sort of because of that? Does he hold a little bit of a special place for you?
Absolutely, yeah, and just from where he started out and all that, but where he showed himself so early to be such a factor, in our team and our mentality and the culture and all of that, and he will always hold a special place.
Non-football question. You've been here as long as you've been here throughout. When Sue Bird has kind of dominated with the Storm, she's about to retire. It's kind of what have you thought of?
Well, it's really been my goal to outlast Sue, and so I've been keeping an eye on her. I checked her out. I watched her play in one game this year, and I didn't see it. I thought she looked pretty good, but what an incredible player, performer, and leader, and iconic sports person, and she's had a beautiful career, and we should all be so grateful that she had a chance to do it here and do so much. So I'm sure she'll have a lot more to do. She got a lot of work to do ahead of her.
Well, we got to ask you about the hat now.
Yeah, well, I promised that I would cover up. I don't, I've been so stupid for so long. I got to cover up a little bit. Some of us know what's going on.
Yes.
Wait for doctor.
She's got me.
You guys used to always practice at 10 a.m. During this time, and now the practice is kind of at 1:30. Do you like that, or kind of
coming out?
Yeah, we practice at 1:30. Also, yeah, we've done a little bit of everything. Yeah, we want to. Yeah, we like the way this one goes, and it gives us the most time to prepare for the practice on the day, and so that's why we're doing it. And then also we're playing a game time, so it's always a good thing. We're preparing for game time on the East Coast or something like that or whatever. I don't know. I don't even know if that works out right, but I think it does.
To have Liam Ryan and Tyreek Smith.
Liam's got a foot that's going to take a while. It's going to take him a while. Tyreek ran well today. We put him on PUP so that we could really work him out with the trainers and see if he's okay. He may be off very soon, in a few days. He had a hip issue that was bothering him, and so he's with that. He's had some real attention paid to it. He made a really good turnaround and passed the physical and all that kind of stuff, as far as he could, in the circumstances. So we'll see how he does, but I don't think it's going to be very long. And I don't have the official report today from the workout, so.
Same front.
That's kind of the unofficial. Looking through the window from the top. Okay.
Same thing, John Radigan. What's his time?
Johnny's going to be well. He's got a significant recovery he's got to make. Got hurt late in the year.
Is Marquise Blair, this is where you thought he would be at this point, passing the physical and being nice?
Thrilled that he's out there. I mean, we've missed him for in and out. We haven't had a chance. He is really. He's determined, man. He's got a great spirit about him, and he loves this game, and he wants to show. And so we're gonna work him to get ready to make sure that we don't go too far too fast because we get excited about him. But you remember he was starting in the sub packages and stuff, and really an exciting part of the future. So we're thrilled to get him back.
Does he have some catching up to do with Justin and Ugo?
Sure, he does. Yeah, he's missed a lot of playtime. He does have some time to make up. So but he's worked really hard in the off season. He's ready to go. So he'll make it. He'll be ready.
Mike, Sean, anything else?
Just Pete and Mike show. All right, see you guys.